Hey, yo, YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to the Comic John YouTube channel. I, of course, am your host, John Hassinger, for this out-of-theater reaction to John Wick 4. He brought the nunchucks. God, the fight scenes, the sets in this movie, and I'm gonna forget them, forgive me. Oh, spoiler alert. I may say spoilers. I don't know. I sometimes don't even know if this movie has any spoilers other than what happens at the end. So spoiler alert, if you haven't seen John Wick, go check it out. You know, I felt like at the end of the 90s, they kind of ran out of ideas as far as action movies and how to do shootouts. And action movies basically turned into superhero movies, which John Wick 4 has definitely got a lot of superhero movie elements, but they really have found creative ways to do 90s action scenes. The set pieces in this movie, I mean, they go all over the world. Obviously, they start off in New York, then they shut down the New York building, then they go over to Okinawa, and the scenes and the fight scenes with the ninjas and the swords and the glass and the samurais and it was just unbelievable. A lot of bad aim from bad guys, a bunch of stormtroopers without their suits on and masks, helmets. But anyway, so a lot of us, people are going to kill me for saying this, but the first and second act of this movie reminded me of The Rise of Skywalker. And I've heard people compare John Wick 4 to video games, that fetch quest thing where you're like, I need to get a thing so I can go do a thing. But before that, I need to go to a place to get a thing. But before that, I have to go to another place to get another thing to go to the place to get the thing, to beat the guy. So, but I don't care. I love that. And that's exactly what I knew. I knew exactly what I was getting into in this movie. It was a lot like the Taken series, these John Wick movies. You know exactly what you're getting, and when you get it, it's just fun, and there's so many on the edge of your seat moments. It was really cool how this movie started off like a Western and then ended like a Western, because he's on horseback chasing down these, I don't know, terrorists, and then at the end it ends in a duel, but like an old school duel, like 30 paces. Fire! And the Danny Yen, he was awesome. Laurence Fishburne, awesome. Clancy Brown, awesome. I think one of the Skarsgårds, I think, was he was great, a great villain. Keanu, obviously. But the standout of this movie, my favorite character, Mr. Nobody. He was one of those characters that when a character like that shows up in any movie, they're immediately my favorite. They're kind of like this behind the scenes, watching everybody and just waiting for the right move. And it was really cool because this guy found that the right move was ultimately just to stay out of it, especially after John Wick saves his dog's life. But yeah, there's a shot, all right, this is the one part I'm going to talk about. There's a scene in this movie where they're in Paris, they're in France, and they're fighting. He's got to get to this guy. But on the way there are a million assassins trying to stop him. So he's fighting all throughout France and Paris. And they stumble into like an abandoned kind of old French colonial house, you know, like one of those old school 100-year-old houses that, you know, we don't build anymore. But they last, you know, they'll last forever. So anyway, he goes into one of those, and about 40 assassins and Mr. Nobody follow him in. The shot is from above, and they're panning room to room, almost like you're looking down at like a diorama or like a dollhouse, or just you're getting like a drone shot of a movie set house, and they're fighting, and he's got this gun that when he shoots you, you explode into flames. I mean, it's great. So he's fighting in this like area where they got all these weapons, all these ninja weapons in like glass cases. And at one point, the glass case shatters and all these ninja weapons go all over the floor. And what does he pick up? Nunchucks. Yes, he Michelangelo's the crap out of all these, henchmen, goons. But the nunchucks, it was probably my favorite part. A lot of like line drives and Happy Gilmore's. Really a lot of fun. It's exactly what you think it's going to be. Ian McShane, also great if I haven't said that already. So yeah, go check it out. I know they're doing a sequel they're doing a prequel movie, The Ballerina, and I think they've already started filming the second one. I don't know. Either way, if you've seen it, let me know. If you're not going to see it, tell me why. And if you have plans to see it, tell me afterwards what you thought. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next week. I gotta go.